weekend shows she knew and she was clear as to what was going on and the seriousness of it.
I think when you listen to that clip that was broadcast at the weekend, what the First Minister was reflecting on was the ability of the SNP to conduct itself as an organisation, having the financial resources in order to fight elections and to support its members. And that's exactly what she was doing. There is nothing which is in any way untoward on that clip that was shown over the course of the weekend.
It says, just be very careful about suggestions that there are problems with the party's finances. We depend on donors and there are no reasons for people to be concerned about the party's finances. And all of us need to be careful about suggesting there is. It was 3 months before an investigation was launched by the police. The party was reported just days after that. There have been resignations about issues about transparency in the party's finances. Are all of these people wrong?
You know, Laura, I think what we need to reflect on is that the SNP is a political party, the same as any other political party, lodges their accounts with the Electoral Commission on an annual basis. We've done that ever since that regime came in more than 20 years ago. Our accounts are audited. That will happen this year as well, by the way.
By whom?
Accounts will be lodged by, auditors will be put in place and the accounts will be lodged with the Electoral Commission in a timely manner, as is always the case.
How many auditors have you approached to look through the party's finances?
Well, I am not responsible for approaching auditors, but I'm satisfied.
But yet you're on the radio talking about the party's finances. I think it would be a sensible suggestion to have looked at how many auditors that have been approached.
Well, look, there are discussions which are taking place. There's progress that's been made, but the fundamental point is that the SNP is in a position to conduct its activities, as you referred to earlier in the remarks that I made over the course of the weekend. The SNP is solvent. We're able to meet our liabilities. There's been talk about potentially a by-election in Rutherglen over the coming period. We will be able to fund that campaign as we've always done, and the SNP will continue to operate as we have done for many decades, and will continue to do so over the course of the coming period.
Mr Blackford, you sound pretty categorical there that the SNP's books are balanced and that there are no problems. Have you had access to the figures?
I've had conversations with people over the course of the last few days. And I think, look, when you reflect on where the SNP is... Have you
spoken to Treasurer Colin Beattie? Because he told the meeting of the NEC at the weekend that it's proving difficult to balance the books.
No, that's actually, I had a readout from that meeting, and what was said at the meeting is that the SNP's accounts are in balance. I think what there is there's selective reporting that has reached the
he went on to say,
course of the last few days. But
we need to find money or we'll be cutting our tail until there's nothing left, is another quote that's taken from that meeting. Are all of these quotes incorrect? Did Colin Beattie not say these things?
What I'm saying to you is that the SNP is still a large membership party. We have more than 70,000 members. We have donors giving to the party. Parliamentarians make a contribution. The SNP will continue to operate as it has been doing in order that we support our members, in order that we support the leader, in order that we fight elections, by-elections. We'll be ready for the general election next year. This is, if I may say so, a bit of a media frenzy which is taking place